Sue. Hello. Okay, so here's my other little tidbit for today. I wanted to share something with you guys and I hope you're having a great day, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a great time right now. I wanted to share something that was put on my heart this morning while I was getting ready doing my makeup. It was about duality. And it was about two emotions and virtues having control of your body at the same time. Now, although we're humans and we have multiple emotions that can go through our bodies all simultaneously, it's really like 1 second you feel this way, 1 second you feel that way, 1 second you feel this way, 1 second you feel that way. But if you've ever noticed and really paid attention to yourself, you cannot feel love and then feel hate at the same time. You just can't do it. It's a simultaneous, switch from one to the other. So if you want to be in a state of love, if you want to be in a state of positivity and just like learning how to, well, number one, show respect for yourself and for others, and to care more for yourself, because when you care more for others, you care more for yourself by default. Give me 1 second. Ooh. Just be aware of that. Be aware that when you're in a state, say of what's the words? I lost all my words again. Give me a moment. I'll come up with it. When you're in a state of, say, like sadness or anger or aggression or like hostility is probably one of the bigger words too. You tend to shut off certain things. What's the word? Not things. I had all this that I wanted to say earlier, right? And because I didn't do it on the spot, now it's like I'm not really clear on what I'm trying to say. I mean, I'm clear, I know what I'm saying, but you tend to basically block yourself from receiving a message, the true message of what's going on between you and, say, a situation, or between you and another person. You block it off because you're in the state of hostility and aggression and like, no, I don't want to hear it. You put up this wall. And so you don't have the empathy, and you can't see the compassion or maybe sincerity or genuineness that's coming from the other side, that's coming from the other person, that may be trying to express something to you, that may be trying to share something with you, that may be trying to let you know that they're feeling something. You can't really be empathic, I guess, to another person that may be in pain, and you're blinding yourself to that because you're too focused on what you're going through and how you're feeling, and your interpretation and your thought of what the other person is trying to convey. Instead of sitting back and say, okay, this is what I'm taking it in as, but what are they trying to convey to me? You're not allowing yourself to do that because you want to hold on to your like your anger. You want to hold on to like, no, I'm right because this is how you said it, and it doesn't matter what you're trying to say or what it is you're feeling. I'm upset because you said it this way, and it's just like, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Don't kill your kindness, I guess is how I'm going to call it. Don't kill your kindness, right? Learn to slow your roll. Sometimes you need to be silent and be still. And stop letting all the come out. There's some people, and I know because I used to be like that. As a matter of fact, this old part of me, the part of me that I didn't like about myself, would come out, and it just recently came out. It came out recently, this beginning of this year. 1 second, my arm again. And so, when I did that, a lot of things came out that, although they were true, and although they were my truth, and although they were maybe my perspective, opinion, or they were fact, it doesn't matter if it was true or if it wasn't true or whatever. But I never ever say anything, just to be clear, that's not true. I never say things just to cause pain or suffering on anybody. I never. If I say something, it's because I either remember it as fact, or because I really feel that it's true, or it's my perception, or however. But that doesn't mean I'm never open to the other party, or to another perception of the situation. Low bar. Okay, cool. So I'm still going. So I just want you to understand that I blocked myself from having compassion. I blocked myself from having empathy. I blocked myself from being loved, like how I stated I want to be loved, right? I blocked myself from that. I stopped myself. And that was just by my own hand, by my own fault. It doesn't matter what anybody said. It doesn't matter how I was being treated, right? It was my fault because I didn't take responsibility. I didn't follow the process. Like, slow your roll, be silent, be still. Never, ever, ever react or respond in a place of anger, in a place of like you want to attack back or defense. Defense is not important. You never want to defend yourself, because I think the first words that actually come through are rarely always what you really want to say. So if you're being attacked, just be quiet. Be quiet, be silent. Let the other person get out whatever it is they feel like they want to say. And, come back to it if you feel like you can. But anyway, so that's my tidbit for you. You cannot have duality emotions at the same time. You cannot have hate or anger, disappointment and all that at the same time, and trying to be loved, trying to be graceful, trying to be gracious, trying to be hopeful in the spirit of, God or the higher power. You cannot be in that state and then say, well, this is me, but then you're acting and reacting in the other state, because one is going to take over you for that moment. So just think about that. Think about that whenever you're dealing with anything, right? Whenever you're dealing with anything, whenever anybody or any situation or a situation comes, like I said, I had money stolen. I had money stolen from me, and it was like, oh, like that shit hurts. Like, whew, that's a bad taste in my mouth. It's actually right in the middle of my sternum. For some reason, when I think about it, I'm like, oh, it's right there. So, I got to do the work to release that and to forgive that. And I have forgiven it. I'm moving on. But when I think about it, it's still like, it kind of hits me in a certain way. And I'm just like, man, I just hope that person needs it more than me. And honestly, that is my belief. Whoever had to steal, they must have needed it more than me. And so the place I'm going, $100 or whatever they took is nothing. It's a minute little thing compared to where I am going. And that's what I hope for you guys. This is what I'm sharing this for, is because, a lot of it, when I speak about me and my lessons, it's because it's in hope that somebody else will take this information, take the lesson and process it how you process it, and that it helps you. So that when you come into contact with a situation or a person of adversity, right, you can take these little tidbits and say, okay, let's see if I can work this out and get this situation so that it benefits me more than it hurts me, and so that it benefits this other person more than I causes harm. So hopefully you guys got value from that. That was my little side kind of pop-up, value video. Oh, I like that, pop-up value video. I gotta write that down. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. Wednesday, and I will see you on the next video. Bye. Oh, if you like this video and this little tidbit, please like, follow, and share. And if you're on YouTube watching this, subscribe. Okay, bye. Oh, and you're still